Hey everyone, these are the expressions, writing, reading, and evaluating guided notes. Let's get started. Right here at the top we can see some algebra tiles. We have an X and we have 3 1s. An expression to represent the tiles above is going to be X, and then we have 3 1s. So we will write plus 3. How many different numbers could X represent in your expression above? X can represent an infinite amount of numbers. Now let's look at these tiles. We have Y, another Y, and a 1. An expression to represent the tiles above is going to be 2Y, because we have 2 Ys plus 1. How many different numbers could Y represent in your expression above? Y can represent an infinite amount of numbers. An expression is a mathematical phrase that can contain numbers, variables, and operators. Operators are like the symbols that tell us what to do, like a plus or a minus sign. Draw the tiles to represent Y plus 4. So we have a Y. So let's draw our Y tile. Then we have 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are going to write expressions given words. First, list all the words you can think of for the symbols below. So I will jot some down. If you think of some more, go ahead and add them. For the plus sign, we have sum, addition, add. Even the word and can also mean plus. For the subtract sign, we have difference, take away, minus, subtract. For multiplication, we have product, times, multiply by. And for division, we have quotient and divide. Now it says 5 take away a number Y can be written as 5. Take away means minus, so 5 minus Y. The product of 3 and a number X can be written as, so product is multiply, so 3 and a number X. Now we don't need to write the multiply sign here between the 3 and the X. We can, but if I just write them next to each other, that also will imply multiply. The difference of 10 and a number Z can be written as 10 minus Z, because difference means subtract. What does the word twice mean? Twice means double in value. How could you write the sum of twice a number X and 5? So remember, twice is double, so I could write twice a number X, so that could be 2X, because double the X in value, and then sum is addition, so plus 5. Twice a number X and 5. Practice. Write the following expressions. So we have the sum of a number Y and 10. Sum is addition, so Y plus 10. The quotient of 20 and a number X. Quotient is division, so 20 divided by X, or I could also write it 20 divided by X. Twice a number Y, take away 8. So twice is going to be 2 times. So 2 times a number Y, take away, subtract 8. The product of 4 and a number X. So product is multiplication. So I could write 4 multiplied by X. Again, I don't have to write the multiplication symbol. If I have a number and a variable that are times by each other, I can just write them next to each other, and it means multiplication. Now we're going to learn some vocabulary. We have the words expression, coefficient, and term. The number right before the variable, that is called the coefficient. A term would be, for example, in this one, 2x. A term is part of an expression separated by plus or minus signs. So in this expression, we have a term here and a term here. This whole thing is called an expression. And then adding the definition of coefficient, a coefficient is a number used to multiply a variable. Let's analyze the following expression. We have 6y minus 1. So the expression has 2 terms because we have this one right here and this one right here. Remember, terms are separated by plus or minus signs. The coefficient, that is the number before the variable. So the coefficient is 6. We can write the expression as the product of 6 and y take away 1. Let's analyze some more expressions. Let's look at this expression right here. We have 7x plus y minus 1. Number of terms, we have 1, 2, 3. The coefficient of the first term, here's our first term, is going to be 7. Number of factors of first term. So we have 1, 2 factors. Number of factors of second term. So we just have one number there. Next question, number of terms. We have 1, 2, 3. Coefficient of first term. Now, if we look at the x, this is our first term. We don't see a number before the x. There is an invisible 1 there. So if there's no coefficient, it's going to be 1. Coefficient of second term is the number right there, so that is 4. Number of factors of second term, we have 1, 2, 3. Let's analyze this following expression. 2 times the quantity 8 plus 7. We could read this as the product of two factors, 2 times 8 plus 7. We could also realize that 8 plus 7 is the sum of two terms. Analyze the following expression, 12 divided by x plus 3. We could read this as the quotient of 12 and x plus 3. We could also realize that x plus 3 is the sum of two terms. Practice. Complete the table below. Number of terms of entire expression. So the entire expression we're going to count as 1 term, 2 terms, 3 terms. The coefficient of the second term would be this number right there, 3. Number of factors of first term, well, this is going to be one factor, and this is going to be the other factor, so we're going to say 2. Number of factors of second term, again, we have 1, 2. Number of terms within the factor x plus 4. So if we're just looking individually at this, we also have one term here and one term there. Evaluating expressions. If we have the expression x plus 4, recall how many different values can x represent. X can represent an infinite amount of values. Now let's say that you were given that x equals 5. What is the value of x plus 4? Well, if x equals 5, then 5 plus 4 equals 9. How did you determine the value of x plus 4? Since x equals 5, 5 plus 4 equals 9. Now let's say that x equals 0.5. What is the value of x plus 4? So if I put in 0.5 there, 0.5 plus 4 is 4.5. Replacing a variable with a value is called substitution. Let's practice. So I'm given the expression 10x minus 3. Remember, that means 10 times x minus 3. And it tells me the value of the variable is 1/2. So we're going to go 10 times 1/2 minus 3. 10 times 1/2 is going to be 5 minus 3, and that equals 2. Next expression is y cubed plus 1, and it tells me that the variable equals 2. So now it's going to be 2 cubed plus 1. 2 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So 8 plus 1 equals 9. Now we are going to apply this to some real-life situations. The formula to determine the area of a square is A equals S squared, with S representing the length of a side. The side length of a square is 4 inches. Show how you can use substitution with the formula to determine the area of the square. So my formula is A equals S squared, and it tells me the side length S equals 4. So I'm going to substitute 4 in for S. So the area is going to equal 4 squared, which equals 16. So the area is 16 units squared. The formula to determine the volume of a cube is V equals S cubed, with S representing the length of a side. The side length of a square is 1/3 centimeter. Show how you can use substitution with the formula to determine the volume of a cube. So my formula is V equals S cubed. And I know in this case, S equals 1/3. So now substituting 1/3 in for S, I get V equals 1/3 cubed. 1/3 cubed is 1/3 times 1/3 times 1/3, which is going to give me 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1, and 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So my volume is 1/27 centimeters cubed. The formula to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit is F equals 9/5 C plus 32, with C representing the degrees in Celsius and F represents the degrees in Fahrenheit. The temperature in degrees Celsius is 25 degrees. Show how you can use substitution with the formula to determine the degrees Fahrenheit. So let's write my formula. F equals 9/5 C plus 32, and it tells me that C equals 25. So now let's rewrite it with substituting C in for 25. So F equals 9/5 times 25 plus 32. Simplifying that, I can do 25 divided by 5 is 5. So 9 times 5 is 45 plus 32. 45 plus 32 is 77. So 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Practice. Evaluate the following expressions. So I'm given that 2y plus 8 is my expression and y equals 7. So I'm going to write 2 times 7. And I'm going to use parentheses because if I just write 2 and a 7, it's going to look like 27. And it's not 27, it's 2 times 7. So 2 times 7 plus 8. 2 times 7 is 14 plus 8. 14 plus 8 equals 22. X squared plus 5 and x equals 2. So x, which is 2, squared plus 5. That's 2 squared is 4 plus 5 equals 9. V equals S cubed and S equals 0.2. So 0.2 cubed, that's going to be 0.2 times 0.2 times 0.2. Well, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8 and 3 decimal places. So that's going to be 008. So 8 thousandths. And lastly, I have the formula here for Celsius and Fahrenheit in reverse order as the one above. So I have 5/9 times F, which is 41 minus 32. So 5/9 and then 41 minus 32 is 9. 5/9 times 9, 9s will cancel. Then I have a 5. So 5/9 times 9 equals 5. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.